Hey there guys, and welcome back at long last to Metroid Prime, as the game's going to open up with the scanning data, it would seem. Okay, so when we last left off, we had just defeated the Omega Pirate, got the Phazon suit, and had pretty much continued and finished up the entirety of the main game, heading up to the end game. So, as you can see right here, I've gotten all the collectibles in the game, including our last two energy tanks up here, maxing out our energy count, as well as all 250 missiles and all 8 power bombs. Yep, the ceiling is 8. Now, I know I said I was going to show you guys the location of all those, and I did have every intention of doing that, except I figured out halfway through quote-unquote recording my collectathon session that I wasn't actually recording. I was recording the audio but not the video, and to tell you the truth guys, getting all the expansions and power-ups of this game, it's kind of a pain because there's no marker on the map, unlike Super Metroid, Fusion, and I believe even Zero Mission had that where it would mark where the power-ups were and the expansions. I don't know if it would do it regardless if you had gotten them or not, but you would at least know the location, but I wasn't about to go through and collect half of those collectibles all again. And if you're going for 100%, my LP is probably not the best way to do that, either way, so I would suggest looking elsewhere. But I did record me getting the last Chozo artifact, so I'll just cut to that right now so you guys can see that, because that's kind of an important one, so here you go. Yep, there you go, that was the last one right there. Needed the plasma beam to get to it, and I just didn't get it earlier because it was kind of on the other side of the map and all that good stuff, so just for completion's sake, I'll show you guys acquired items 100% and logbook at 92%. Remember I said that I might go for 100% logbook, but I found out really quick when I looked it up that I kind of screwed that one up. We could have scanned one of Flagra's tentacles, and we had to in order to get 100% completion, so I had screwed myself out of that completion way back there. And I also missed a few other ones like the ice shriekbacks and things like that, but like I said at the beginning, I'm not really going to worry about missing out on the logbook, is there's no real substantial reward for it. I think we might get artwork or something like that if you get that, but I really just wanted to get the best ending and the secret ending at that. But with all those Chozo artifacts collected in every expansion and power-up in the game, it's finally time to finish this at the Artifact Temple. Now you remember we came here earlier in the game, which kind of gave us the heads up on the existence of all the Chozo artifacts, and there was one down here, but it left the rest of the collecting to us. But we finally have all of them now, since we got that last one there in the Chozo ruins, and it's time to take them all and open up the Impact Crater, which is the source of all Phazon, and of course the location of the Worm, as the Chozo called it. I forget what the Space Pirates called it. I think they just called it like the source of all Phazon, but yep, here we are, this beautiful area. So let's go ahead and return them all to the middle, shall we? Yep, there he is. I haven't seen that guy for a while. Looks like he's finally ready to make his appearance. We've only seen him on this planet once, and that's when he was flying away from the Phendrana drifts, so I guess now that we've sucker punched the Space Pirates, he's finally ready to go into battle. And here we go, guys. Meta Ridley, because we're not going to go through this game without a Ridley appearance. So at the first stage of the battle here, if I remember correctly, he's going to be flying around, so we kind of have to hit him until he loses his wings right there, so that's going to be what we're going to do. It looks like we are causing damage, just a tiny bit, so I think once we cause enough of it, he'll fall down here, we can fight him face to face. I think charged plasma beam shots are the best way to go for this one. Alright, where is he? He's flying around now. Come here, buddy. I kind of like this because it's the first time we really see Ridley's full force capability of flight during a battle. This being a 3D game, of course. The other times we saw him fly was kind of just going up and down the screen. Namely in Super Metroid, where he would kind of grab you from time to time, if I remember correctly. But God, these bombs, man. But now we get to see just like full force what Ridley can do as a flying magic dragon. Okay, should have probably known to jump out of the way of that one. Alright, we're gonna stay away from those powerful claws right there. I think once we reach the halfway mark, that's when his wings will melt and then we can fight him face to face. Let's jump over it this time. There we go. And continue to fire in that one weak spot in his chest. You guys probably noticed that was what I was aiming for. Okay, I don't remember Ridley being hard. I remember him being annoying in the second phase of the fight. Because the time at which we can hit him is rather limited, but you guys will see that. I mean, the time we can hit him right now is limited as it is, but I guess this is just a rinse and repeat until he just falls on down here. He's going to do another bombing run, looks like, so we're going to avoid that. You'll notice that all these, well, I guess not anymore, but kind of health replenishments fall from the Chozo statues whenever he destroys them. Unfortunately, we can't really control when he destroys them, so if you're maxed out on energy and he destroys all of them like he did back there, well, too bad. Looks like we got one more back there. I don't know if Samus herself can destroy them, but I don't think energy is going to be an issue in here as we've been close to max out the entire time. In hindsight, I probably would have done a better playthrough here, as the game has been very, very easy. The only time when I thought I might possibly run out of energy was against the Omega Pirate there, but even that turned out to not even be that big of a deal. Alright, Ridley. You finally gonna give up, buddy? I'm ready to enact my sweet, sweet revenge by you falling on the floor right here. Another bombing run, it looks like. You know, you gotta wonder, what was Ridley doing the entire time here? Like, we saw him flying around Figdraina Drift, so maybe he was trying to collect the Chozo artifacts? But, I don't know, most of the areas of Talon 4 wouldn't be accessible to him, really, because they're such caves, he wouldn't fit. So I guess he was just like leading the space pirates, reacting as a trump card if things got too out of control. I don't know. Maybe I should be using charged up plasma beam shots here. They do substantially more damage than the normal ones do. Huh, I remember him coming down and his wings burning off far earlier in the battle, not this late. I don't know. I mean, he's not really being much there's not much of a threat here, so... Alright, you done yet? I'm really clobbering your chest full of plasma beam shots. Alright, guess we'll just keep it up. I mean, I can tell I'm hurting him because we're hitting the chest plate there with plasma beam shots and it's glowing red, but... Still flying around. There's another run. Yeah, these attacks are real easy to dodge. I mean, the somewhat missile-like things follow after the beam, and they're very easily dodged, so... I don't know, caught me kind of disappointed in the Ridley fight, at least on this difficulty. Like I said, I wish I had done a bit harder one, maybe I'd be singing a different tune. But... Oh yeah, we finally get the remix of the Ridley battle theme here. There he goes, the wings are finally burning off. But yeah, I think it's good. Not my favorite rendition of the Escape/Ridley battle theme, but we haven't heard it since the very beginning of the game. Did we hear it at the very beginning? Yeah, I think we did. Alright, now, the second phase right here, where he's actually like covering up his chest plate there. This is when he is invulnerable in the chest. He's only vulnerable when he opens up his mouth like that, and then he'll charge at you. So whenever he opens up his mouth, you gotta quickly dodge out of the way, or else he'll get damaged. Boom. Alright, that'll leave his chest open, and then we just pump it full of plasma beam shots. As you can see, not doing much damage here. I can try to get a super missile in, but I don't know if we're going to have enough time, because that vulnerability period is very, very short. I'll try it next cycle. We'll see if we can do it, but if I quit stomping around like a camper tantrum 2-year-old, okay. Ow. Okay, yep, that does some damage. And then even if you dodge out of the way of that, you got to make sure you're not too close, because he'll swing around with his tail. We saw that during the last cycle. I guess the only time I can really hurt him now is when his mouth is wide open like that. When he's like, kind of telling us things about to charge. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough time to switch to the power beam and get charge shot in. It's not gonna happen. Oh, we can't stop his charge by hitting his mouth right there. Okay, I didn't know that. And you know what? This method's working just fine, so we're gonna keep to the plasma beam. If you really wanted to kind of speed through this, and I guess if it was a higher difficulty and he had more HP, I would imagine he had more HP. Super missile would be the way to go, but boom, there we go. Yeah, and I did not mean to go into morph ball right there at all. So, all right, come on, open it up. Let's do this over and over. Boom. Okay, didn't get him that time. I missed. Oh yeah, and it's really not worth using any other beam but the plasma beam. I think you're going to be right out of luck when you try that. Because the power beam does not do enough damage. The wave beam would not do enough damage either, and I don't even think the ice beam would. It might do damage comparable to the plasma beam, maybe, but the rate of fire is just not worth it. We almost got him here. Was I not hitting him at all back there? Because that health bar did not go down at all. I might have to slam a super missile down his throat for the last hit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're doing so little damage now, and I have really got to stop going into morph ball for him. I just have the lock-on button just crammed down this entire battle, so my primary finger's right on top of the morph ball one right there. There we go. All right. And with that, I guess the good Chozo Ghosts take care of Meta Ridley once and for all for us, and they open up this portal right here, which I guess leads to the final area of the game. Let's head on down there. The Impact Crater. This was that large, I guess, asteroid, meteorite that we saw back in the Phazon mines. This is what the Space Pirates were calling the source of all Phazon, what the Chozo were calling the Great Poison, such and such. Okay, this is the last save point in the game, guys, so make sure you use it. I think we can go back up to Talon 4 if we really wanted to. Yeah, I think we can, but I think it would be anticlimactic at this point. You get to the Impact Crater, you're ready to go. And I have to say, what is with all the red? I was expecting blue, because, you know, Phazon is blue. But, okay, fine. Let's go ahead and scan this stuff. What is this? Limited data on unknown material available. Material is highly radioactive. You will take damage from direct contact. Mutagenic qualities at least 80% greater than Phazon. Unshielded bioforms below index level P will suffer fatality moments. And what are those? I forgot those being in here as well. They're not even going to stay still. These are Lumagek, Phazon-charged reptiles, huh? Well, haven't seen them up to this point either. Let's go ahead and shoot them before they get here. Or else the Red Phazon will probably take care of them. Yeah, this is Red Phazon, and this is, like, the one thing that has always really bothered me in this game. So, like, the Red Phazon is a highly more advanced version of the normal Phazon. Which, okay, is cool. But, number one, how does normal blue Phazon get to become red Phazon? Oh, and there are these guys too. I want to thank you so much for that person in the comments whose name I cannot remember right now. I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name. You told me that power bombs can take the fish and Metroids out in one hit. Thank you. Like, I wish I had remembered your name for a shout out, and I feel really bad that I don't. But that was a lifesaver for me, getting all the power-ups, and it's going to be great going through the Impact Crater knowing that the power bombs are actually a great offensive tool, contrary to what I said in the past, because they can take those things out in one hit. I had no idea. I think I've gone through this game several times, didn't know that, and always really suffered against the fish and Metroids in this part. Like that guy right there. But thanks to your advice, I know that a single power bomb can take him out, no problem. There we go. Again, so sorry I forgot your name, but he said it back in the Omega Pirate video, so you should, like, go there and give him a thumbs up, because he saved my hide, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. But like I was saying about the Red Phazon, okay, one, how does the Blue Phazon turn into the Red Phazon? Looks like that guy's going to get on top of me no matter what. Just lay a bomb here, get him off, and then lay a power bomb. Come back. Did it not get it? Ah, crap, it didn't. And I have a limited number of these things. Let's get him right here. There we go, I think that did it. Luckily I have all 8 power bombs, but okay. Okay, yeah, I have one. How does that happen? And I always assume, like, maybe this is, like, really pure Phazon, because it's, like, right here in the impact crater, man. This is, like, the source of all Phazon. But we see later on that, no, red Phazon isn't really a thing, even where the Phazon is kind of the most natural, most plentiful in later games, so that's not it. So what causes red Phazon to be here? I don't get it. I don't get why it's so much more toxic than blue Phazon. That's from a lore standpoint. I'm pretty sure I understand... I think this is a missile recharge. We're not going to need that because, yeah, I haven't used any missiles. I'm saving all of them. I forgot there was a missile recharge here. But I think the real reason is that they needed a hazardous material, like at the end of the final area, at the end of the game in the final area, and normal Phazon wouldn't work because we had the Phazon suit, so they came up with a red Phazon. So I think that's how that went down. There's really no lore reason, but I wish there was, because the red Phazon is kind of, I don't know, mystifying. It's kind of unique, I suppose. Okay, get out of the way. I want to save some power bombs. Yeah, screw you guys. How many do I have left? We have 2? Alright, well, I guess that'll be enough. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest, but... Wow, really funky spider ball tracks inside of an asteroid containing, like, all the Phazon. Weird. So yeah, this is how all the... Wait, what? Doesn't go anywhere. Oh, there's one up there. Okay. So all the Phazon came from this meteor. That's kind of like the whole, like, alien disease or, like, pathogen or virus comes from a meteorite and invades a planet. I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of story, to be honest. Loved it in Final Fantasy VII. Kind of interested in, like, Deoxys in the Pokemon series. But yeah, this is where it all came from. Believable. There's even, like, patches of blue right here, which is the weird thing. But guys, that's going to be it for today. Sorry this is a bit of a short episode, but we've got the final room behind here, and I kind of want to leave everything for one last finale episode. So next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime, it's time to destroy the source of all the Phazon on this planet. See you guys then.